And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Ham Productions presents
J&M Solve the World. I am James.
And I am Matt. And tonight in studio we have the one, the only, Little Howard.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Glad to be here. Thank you.
Returning by popular request.
Yes. And on the phone, your favorite Italian and mine, all the way from the state of Florida. Give it up for Dwight.
What's going on, gentlemen and hundreds of listeners? Hundreds of listeners.
That's right. And as our resident weapons expert and saver of lives, not just a taker of lives, but a savior of lives, the one, the only, all the way from Rapid City. Give it up for Wayne.
Hello, guys.
Are you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Happy to be here, guys. How you doing?
All right, good, good. We are glad to have everybody back on the podcast. Now, for those that are watching, James and I brought this idea up to James about a week ago, and I just decided that our three guests will not find out what the subject is until right before we start recording, because I wanted answers off the top of your head. I didn't want to give anybody time to sit there and think about.
So they've basically known for about a minute and a half now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the subject for tonight's podcast is how and when did you know that your significant other was the one? Now, every person on this podcast right now has had at least one practice marriage.
Howie and I've got two.
Well,
Yes. It hurt so good, I had to do it twice.
He just likes giving his shit away.
Yep. Pretty much.
that's why I was going to leave it at least one.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, you want to throw your dirty laundry out there, hey, that's all you. But let's start with Howie. Now,
Yes.
how did you know that your lovely bride, Nikki, was the one?
It just had that gut feeling a long time ago, first time I ever met her, because we've known each other for like 30 plus years and dated on and off. Oh, shut up. But, I met her when I was 15.
Okay.
And, she was older, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of knew then. All my friends were like, dude, no, you're a teenager. You ain't in love. Let it go. So, but we stayed in touch.
She showed you her boobies, and you're like, I'm in love.
Oh, God, yes. Basically, yes. Absolutely. But, we kind of stayed in touch throughout the years. And,
Okay.
As a younger guy, I probably would have screwed it up if we would have stayed together anyways. So, but
Understandable.
later on, we rehooked up, and it was just like, hey.
Reconnected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, you're adults. You reconnected and then you hooked up.
Okay. Yep. I did go to the wrong Starbucks though. She wanted to meet up for a coffee, and I went to the wrong one. So she
Right.
had to chase me down.
Almost blew it from the start.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a guy. Yeah, I don't ask for directions.
Yeah,
Come on.
no shit. Starbucks, I know where it's at.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one on every corner. I just went to the wrong freaking corner.
Oh, Dwight.
Yes, sir.
How did you know that your lovely bride, Kim, was the one?
It was kind of just over time, We were friends and coworkers for a year or so, and just initially it was her just how much she cared, about other human beings, and then her wit and things just kind of built up, and then one day it was like, all right, this love thing is real. Wow.
Okay. Wayne, when did you know that your lovely significant other, Abby, was the one?
So you know, it was kind of a unique situation. We were working together at Cabela's. She was in charge of security. I was working the counter, and you know, she was actually in learning how to do the gun counter stuff, and she you know, introduced herself and a lot of guys, and right away when I looked at her, I was like, damn, she's hot. You know, like she got that whole Jessica Rabbit going. She's tall.
Damn.
She's got the broad shoulders and that hourglass figure. She got the big red. And I'm a sucker for curly hair. But it was really reserved at that point in time. I was scared of relationships, nasty divorce, hadn't quite finalized it yet, and wanted nothing more than to be alone with my dogs in the woods. And you know, I think for me, I don't know if it was the moment I knew she was. I'm sure it was. It was pretty early on, but it was about the time her and I were freaking. We were just shooting the shit by the checkout lines and just talking about music and things we like to do with life in general. And it was like, damn, like this chick's fucking cool, man. Like she's like one of those people that you can hang out and raise hell with, but like she's really cool to hang out with. It feels safe to open up with her and talk with her and stuff. So yeah.
You could tell her shit you wouldn't tell your guy friends.
Yep.
What's that?
Said you could tell her stuff that you wouldn't tell your guy friends.
I wouldn't say that's true. I have, you know, like Matt, you know, being one of my closest guy friends. There's nothing I wouldn't tell Matt. You know, I'm an open book with Matt. Matt's seen me at my worst.
There's some things you won't tell your guy friends just because he'll bust your balls because of it.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Now, to the person that has had the longest relationship with his current significant other, they have weathered the test of time. James, when did you know your lovely bride, Anne, was the one?
I don't know if I ever had that just moment that I'm like, she's the one.
Right.
But like say I'd been through 2 divorces and multiple relationships, and so going into it, I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew what I didn't want.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like, you know, to any kids out there, that's a valuable lesson. Figure out what you don't want. And we just started seeing each other as friends in a hookup because she kind of hated men at that point too. She was going through divorce, but we had a lot in common, you know, Star Trek and shit like that. And
yeah,
it was just, I remember the first night I sat out on the front. It was the second night I'd met her, and then we ended up sitting on the front porch of the Southern Star till 3:00 in the morning. And she's like, I got to go to work in the morning. I'm like, okay. So I walked her to her car, and she gave me this little peck on the mouth. Nothing, you know, that I hadn't had before. It was like, she got in her car, and I'm like, what the fuck? What would?
Is that
was
it?
just a peck. I felt something there. That's weird, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you felt that spark.
And I told her she's 13 years older than me, and I said, you know, I still want to have a family. And she's like, well, it's not going to be with me because my having kids days is done.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But then about 6 months into it, I'm like, fuck, she makes me happy.
There you go.
She makes me happy. We get along. She's seen me at my worst. Because when she met me, the only job I had was working at the bar, so she didn't marry me for the fucking money. And it was kind of one of them deals where I'm like, huh. And so one night, she's still living at her place at that time. I said, you know, if I was to ever ask you to marry me, she's like, are you asking? I'm like, yeah. Okay. And that was kind of it, you know. It was like, it wasn't like one particular moment, but it was a bunch of moments that I've been thinking, okay, this feels right. And, you know, here we are 28 years later.
28 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so.
That's impressive, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm impressed.
27. Well, we've been together 28, so, yeah.
That's impressive.
Now, for me, I've had my my one marriage, and I always swore that I would never get married again. I've had
Famous last words.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
I've had numerous relationships. You know, I've been engaged a couple of times, but with Shauna, I knew who she was because she had served with Wayne and I in the Army. But I had a fiance at that time, and I wasn't looking. I wasn't even thinking about it. I knew who she was, and anytime we would go down and refuel when we were in Afghanistan, she was right there at the fueler and just sat there and bullshit. And I thought it was. She's got a very thick Boston accent, and she is Irish.
Oh, nice.
But it's, you know, I'm a sucker for accents, and I'm like, oh, you know, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Because Shauna and I are about the opposite of James and Ann. I think I'm more than 13 years older than Shauna. But, you know.
Well, you said she was in her 30s and you're old as fuck, so.
Yeah.
And you called me old as
well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We had spent one night together. I had flown up to New Hampshire. Yeah. It was supposed to be 2 nights, but got snowed in Kansas City, so no flights. But when we went to Tennessee for the 161 reunion, and we actually spent a week together in an Airbnb, it was like, yeah, I could totally do this. You know, and it's different from being in a hotel because
oh hell yeah.
In a hotel you're like, oh, you know, and you're still going into the bathroom to, you know, turn on the fart fan and you know, but if you're
If you're lucky
house,
enough to have a hotel room with a fart fan,
Yeah.
so many of them anymore, it's like,
yeah.
You're lucky to have a door on some.
But, you know, I mean, we had a disagreement while we were down there, and she had been drinking. I had been drinking a little bit.
No.
She just couldn't understand my point of view, and you know, we were a little upset when we went to bed, but she still cuddled up right next to me, and I'm like, yeah. This is it. Now for the second round of questions, and we're going to go backwards on this one.
That's not the whole podcast?
No.
Wow. All right, let's go. Get it on.
damn, I thought 17 minutes was about where we need to be.
I mean,
Nice fun. It's like an alcohol review.
yeah, this is shorter than a fucking alcohol review. God, you guys. Now,
You guys?
that's all that's on this podcast, on this recording right now is guys.
Well, not. But
A big
never mind.
sausage fest.
Now, with James, I know this story, but I love hearing it. The first time that you saw Ann, what happened?
Oh, okay. So I was working at the Southern Star. I bounced and ran sound and DJ'd on the weekends in between when the band was taking a break. And then on Wednesday nights, I got to DJ the whole night. And we had a ladies' night. And I'm sitting up in the sound booth, and I see this woman walk in, and she's wearing fucking scrubs, hospital scrubs. She walked in like she owned the fucking place. I'm going, who the fuck's this? Never seen her out there before, you know? And I seen her belly up to the bar and order a drink, and, you know, was trying to watch the room. I mean, Wednesday nights were pretty mellow because it wasn't, I mean, we had decent crowds, but your fucking Jack Daniels fighters didn't usually show up
Right.
on Wednesdays, so. But anyway, I'm still doing my job. I'm scanning the room. And so I got to go to the bathroom, and she's sitting basically by the door. Because it might have been because after a certain time we quit taking
Letting people in.
No, we let people
Oh.
in, but we quit taking money after a certain
Oh,
time.
yeah.
But anyway,
No more
charge.
cover charge.
No more
Yep.
cover charge. And she was sitting in that chair, and I walked by, and she grabbed my hand. She's like, "You're kind of pretty." I'm like, "You need
Damn.
glasses." She goes, "No, I have them right here. I can see pretty well." I'm like, "Okay."
Now,
And
now let me paint the picture for those that don't know. At this time, James had long, kind of blackish hair. Had, huh?
it was brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Had a goatee, and it's like he had a full head of hair.
I was
So-
20.
You should put the picture up right about here.
Yeah. I was.
The only picture I have of James with any hair, he's wearing a hat.
Oh,
James
Backwards.
got one, dude.
And you got to remember, I was 29 at this time.
29?
Yeah, it was only about 10
and-
years ago,
Yeah,
right?
about
Yeah,
10 years
pretty
ago.
much, yeah.
And
There you
Chris
go.
and I had been working out quite a bit at that time too. So we were.
Shit.
I was probably as I ain't gonna say jacked, but I was probably in the best shape of my life at that point. But and that was all. That was it for a conversation. And then the next Wednesday, she comes out, and of course she's not in her scrub. She's dressed because she's seen me, and she's like, maybe I need to start going out there. You know?
Brown chicken, brown, brown.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And like I say, and she knew the other bouncer. He was a phlebotomist at
Okay.
the hospital, and she knew him. So the three of us are sitting out on the porch, and
James is giving him the stink eye, like, bro,
yeah, like, get
take
the fuck
off.
out of here. Yeah.
Like, dude, back off, man. That's
actually,
mine.
Actually, I'm thinking as soon as he left, she was going to leave.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because she didn't know me from Adam. She met
Right.
me the week before. Well, he left, and she stayed there. And like I say, we got talking about Star Trek and
Uh-huh.
all kinds of shit, you know. But then I learned later the story. The reason she came out there the first time was she had a girl call in sick,
Oh.
and she had to do her shift. She was salary, so she had to work this girl's shift. So
Oh,
she'd
she
worked
was
all
not a happy
day,
girl.
and she goes, "I bet that little bitch is at the fucking bar."
She wanted to go see. Ah.
And she went out
Son
there,
of a
and when
bitch.
she
Way to
and
go.
she seen her at the bar, and she just
Uh-oh.
backed up there, didn't fucking say a word to her. But the girl turned around, and was like, "Oh shit."
Oops. Oops. I thought I had the flu.
Yeah. So basically, this girl calling in is the reason Ann and I met.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's cool shit, man, right there.
Now, Wayne, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Explain what happened the first time you met Abby.
First time I saw, because like when I was working at Zulu Foxtrot, there was I stepped out the back. I had my puppy with me, and had a boxer, and stepped out for a smoke break. Somebody had gotten hit by a driver on their bicycle, and she was one of the responding officers to the scene of that. And she was apparently out there checking me out pretty hard, which that comes into play after we meet and stuff.
She was checking out the puppy.
Yeah, totally the puppy. No, she'll tell you straight the case, but
Babies
she
and
said
puppies.
good job on
Yep.
using the puppy to get women. Not quite, but
Especially
anyways, dude, unreal. No, she was my puppy, so I took her to work with me. I was the manager. I could do what I wanted.
Mhm.
It was kind of
Fair
nice.
enough. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, met up at Cabela's and actually officially met. And like I said, I thought she was extremely attractive. She was very sweet. She had a very kind, I guess, persona or vibe about her. And we just started hanging out, and like I said, it was just, I don't know, it was awesome.
Nice. Dwight,
Nope.
explain to us what happened the first time you met Kim.
I just thought she was beautiful, and we worked together, like I said. So she was helping me with some patient or whatever, and it kind of goes from there. I remember distinctly after that, a short time after that, we were at the nurse's station, just walked up there shooting the shit, scoping things out, and she was married at the time, and I saw that ring, and I'm like, that fucking figures, and just shot the shit with her anyway, and whatnot. So, other interactions throughout that, and the friendship grew. And but yeah, just the first time I ever saw her, I was like, oh, she's beautiful. I need to figure out a way to talk to her.
Okay. Now, Howie, explain, because your mother is Irish, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And your father is Scottish.
Yes.
Explain.
Not from Ireland or Scotland. They're
No.
Yeah, no.
Several
It's just-
generations.
Yeah, several generations.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your wife, is she 100%?
She is 50% Greek, 50% German.
Okay. It does come into play. Explain to us what happened the first time you saw your wife.
Well, now I'm going to date myself. We're going back a few years, a lot of years. I was still skating at a skating rink with my boys, and we go in there, and my buddy Rick goes, hey, this is my, it's my friend Nikki. This is my buddy Howie, man. We grew up together. And she was like, oh, hey, hi. She gives me a hug, and I'm like, wow, yep, yeah, dude, I still remember what she was wearing, bro.
What was she wearing?
A blue tank top, white shorts, long black curly hair. Perfect. All the curves in all the right places, my man. Yes, I was like, dude, and my boy Rick drove that night on the way home. He was like, if you don't shut up about Nikki, I'm going to whoop your ass. I'll drop you off here and make you walk home. I'm tired of hearing it. Get out.
No balls.
I was like, damn, dude. No, yeah. So she's got a picture. Someone snapped a picture of me and her that night. She's got it.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's fucking awesome.
That was back when you still had a mullet too, wasn't it?
Oh yes, I loved my mullet. Are you kidding me, man? It was hair. I loved it. Come on, it was great. Mullets are coming back.
The skater diet dudes.
Yes.
I've noticed that there's kind of a trend with the
Okay.
males.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It tends to disappear on top.
Yeah.
But I'm growing mine back. But I'm bringing back the mullet.
Gonna have the skillet.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're gonna have a skullet, bro.
Watch out.
So the first time I ever met Shauna, or first time I ever saw her, we were on a squadron run, and Wayne can attest to this, and I've told James this story several times. There was a time when I had a problem. We'd be running, and all of a sudden, I got a shit. I'm running.
Jackass the movie.
No, I'm running to
He
the
always came back missing a sock.
exactly. I would run to the wood line,
Oh my god.
drop a deuce, use a sock
You have
to
to.
clean myself, and
No
Shauna,
dude wipes.
yeah,
No dude wipes. Not
Shauna's
available.
short. She's very short, and
Oh, that's funny.
her troop or company was always in the back.
Oh.
And I come out and I run up there, and I had the this was after Iraq, so I already had my rocker, and I've got a loud booming voice, and I'm like, who the fuck is this little girl? Because I've always had a thing for women that were shorter than me, because I like to.
That means real short.
Oh,
Come on. Hey, leave Keebler elves alone.
He's standing and I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And Howie's
I'm
sitting.
sitting.
yeah. Howie's sitting and crouching down, but
That'll make you feel good.
but at the same time, I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute,
Yeah.
but I did not, I didn't try to further anything because
Right.
again, I wasn't quite engaged at that time, but
You had somebody in your life.
yes,
So
yeah.
Makes sense.
But you were You had somebody, but you weren't dead. You noticed.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
And especially being in the military, when you see
Yes.
something very good looking go by, you're just like, whoa.
Especially.
I mean, my wife will
Yeah.
point them out to me. She's like, "Do you see her?" I'm like, I had noticed.
Sure, yes.
Yeah. James is like with his coal black sunglasses. I didn't notice her at all.
I didn't see a thing.
Okay. Howie,
Yo.
your first date with your lovely bride, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do, and how did it go?
All right. So again, me and her, became friends, but the deal was she's just a beautiful woman. So here I am, not quite got my license yet because I just I met her when I was 15, turned 16, hadn't got my license yet. Ask her out on a date. She has to come pick my ass up. Okay.
How much older?
Oh, jeez, she's gonna ask me math right now. 69, so 70, 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years. So she picks me up.
Wow, you didn't have to say what year she was born. You could have just
Bro,
said
if she's 2 years older than me, and
There
and
you
you
go.
say I'm old, she's older. I mean, that's on you. Hey.
Yeah. So you'll find out if she listens to this podcast.
It's on you when she brings it up.
I can neither confirm nor deny. No.
The conversation will start with you. Fuck.
So she's 3 years
doors-
younger. She's 3 years younger than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's way younger than me too. So she's not a day over 25, man. Shit, come on. Yeah, I'm kissing that booty.
No, the fact that you guys call him Uncle James, and it's like,
I can't,
bro.
I can't. I know, but
Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry.
she picked me up. She met mom and dad, and of course, whatever. And we go to a place in Vegas called Ricardo's. It's a nice Mexican joint. I paid for dinner, the whole nine, and then she was like, "So what do you want to do now?" And I was like, "Well, I have to go show everybody you, so all my friends got to know that I went on a date with you. So we're going back to the rink, and I'm gonna show your ass off. I'm gonna walk in with you, like you're mine." So we did that, and hey, man, dude, you gotta
Nice.
you gotta puff up the chest, You say, "Hey, yeah, she's with me. That's right. Back off." So it was a good night. We had fun. Had a lot of fun.
Okay.
She took me home, gave me a kiss. I'm like, "Yep, I'm in love.
Oh,
Yep.
damn.
In love." Yeah. Then I
Then you went home and masturbated.
absolutely, of course.
There's
Hands
that
down.
There's the other sock.
There's the other sock. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Dwight,
Yep.
now explain to me, or explain to us and our
Yeah,
100
thank you.
of listeners, what was your first date with Kim like, and what did you guys do?
Well, there's a variation in that story depending on how you ask. So,
Well,
it's
I'm
kind of
asking
been
you.
like, all right. So, we took mom to the eye doctor one day and kill time because it's a very elongated appointment. It always was. We went over to the mall in the food court, and she said, this is our first date. And I said, no, I want to, just me and you, we're going out. It's, that'll be our first date. And she's like, well, we're sitting across from each other, so this is our first date. So I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. It's a practice date, whatever. And so that might be one variant of it. Another one would be I had got her this watch she wanted, and I said, okay, we're going out tonight. Here's the watch, yada yada. And we made a stop at a sister store. It was I don't want to say the name, but anyway, I bought it in one location. I went to a different location on the way to dinner to get it adjusted, and the sales clerk gave me some shit, man. Gave me some lip, dude. Got nasty with me, dude. And I just blew my stack, which I did not want to do, man. But I just looked at her and I said, you know what, lady? I said, today today ain't the fucking day, you know. And I started fucking going ape shit, and she was like, fuck it, let's go. And she goes, driving in the car to dinner, and she goes, I could have just taken the fucking links out myself. And I'm like, yeah, but I just wanted somebody to do it for you. I don't want you to have to do no work, you know. I said, and I'm really sorry about that, but that lady had no. Basically, what the lady did in the store, she was like, they were like 10 minutes from closing, and she goes, I'll make a sale with you, but I'm not going to adjust anything that you've already bought.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's a little fucked up. Why don't you get off your ass? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your
No, she was literally sitting down. I'm like, get off your wrinkly ass, you fucking bitch.
The first Karen.
You know, and then she's, oh my god, dude, this fucking war, dude. Anyway, so then we went to fucking we went to Applebee's, and I have this picture ingrained in my mind. Kim's got her hair back and stuff, and she gets this big burger and there's egg on it and things, and she's cut in half because this thing's a fucking monster. And you know, we had a really great time. We had dinner. We went out to the beach, took a walk on the boardwalk. Yeah, it was really nice. You know.
That's cool as hell.
Wow. Now, that story could either be placed in New York or in Florida. We went out on the beach, and then we went to the boardwalk, and then I won her a stuffed elephant, and
had to kiss the ring when we first got to the boardwalk, though.
No, actually, you know what? It did fucking rain, dude. And I had an umbrella, and I said, "We're doing this fucking anyway." And we took the umbrella, and we went. I said, "Are you okay with this?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's cool. You know, fuck it, why not?" You know. And I'm like, "All right, cool." You know, so
good.
Cool.
Wayne,
yes.
Please tell us how and what you guys did on your first date with Abby.
So we actually decided after work that we were going to go and grab a burger. She wanted to grab a good burger in town, and she's from Maryland. She's not super familiar with the area. And I'm like,
Maryland,
well, the best burger.
for those that didn't hear that.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, you know, best burger in the area is going to be out in the hills, but if you want something more local and closer, the best burger in town's out of a food truck. That's pretty awesome. So that particular night, that food truck was parked outside of one of the local breweries. So we went there, and you know, I don't drink, so and I think she had a beer, but she really doesn't drink at all either. But we ate these burgers and just, you know, BS, and yeah, it was an awesome night. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that I did worth a damn on that particular date. When we went to leave, dude, first off, when I pulled up, I snuck up on her car and kind of made her jump a bit, so not off to a strong start. Things you don't do. And then it gets you right. But I'm not rocking a VW, dude. So
fair enough.
But anyway,
and it's obvious you weren't on your motorcycle.
No, I was I was in the truck. The motorcycle was still at the house, locked up, that I didn't have possession of at that point in time.
Okay. Okay.
But
yes.
when we went to leave, this was I couldn't shake this feeling that I crashed and burned, dude. I had to give her a hug before we left, and I got the dreaded sideways hug in return,
dude. The friendship hug. You're in the friend zone hug.
The buddy hug.
The bro hug. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right on.
Not the full booby hug, just a shoulder
so
and
I
side boob.
Side boob.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like, man, I fucking crashed and burned on that one.
Oh, man. That's horrible. That sucks.
Okay, so mine and Shauna's first date was in January of 20 when I went out to New Hampshire to see her. And this was before COVID. And, you know, it was a little different because I was staying with her. I mean, I flew out to New Hampshire from Kansas City there's no fucking getting a hotel room. She'd already told me, and I'm like, I'm cool sleeping on the couch. This is awesome. But we went out to dinner, and it started snowing, and we got back to the house, and yeah,
New Hampshire in January.
January, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Her friend had gotten her son to go to bed early, and we got back to the house, and we sat there and we were watching. I turned her on to Lucifer,
Oh, nice.
the
show.
series.
Good show.
Yeah, and we were sitting there watching that and just kind of cuddled up. She was laid up against me, and I felt something, but
It's called blood leaving your brain.
Yeah. I was gonna go with the strap on that she's putting on behind you.
no.
Well, she
That's the
cuddled up
second
to
date.
you. Oh, okay.
That was
Second date. All right.
yeah, that was Tennessee. Wayne's glad he wasn't there because he would have heard that. Ah! I'm joking.
As long as there's a safe word established prior, you're good, homie.
Yeah.
You said it was a butt plug, not a 12-incher.
My safe word was goony goo goo.
Damn, Jay.
But after that, and when for me, when I really knew, and this goes back to the previous question, obviously, when I really knew Shauna was the one, she had to go away for 45 days, and I sent her a picture every single day. I mean, she didn't have her phone every day, but I sent her a picture every day, letting her know that, hey, I'm thinking about you. And it really meant a lot to her. And then come to find out, she had a crush on me since, 2005, when I first got to the unit. June of 2005. And I didn't think I'd put a fucking, an impression on somebody that I wasn't in the same company with. But
Maybe she saw you run off to the side and take a shit in the woods.
that didn't happen yet.
Okay.
That hadn't
Just
happened
checking.
yet.
I mean,
Now, let's see here. I've always said that I would never get married again. But after spending that week in Tennessee, I'm like, I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And, she can steal my hoodies. She's already stolen a couple of shirts. And it's like, you know what? Why don't you just fucking steal my name? Fuck it. I don't care. And she's all about it. And she, so I'm going to go up there probably October. And we were thinking about, just
this
going
coming
to,
October?
yeah, to see her. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip flop. Like, I'm going to go see her. And then in a couple of months, she's going to come see me.
Okay.
And then I'll go see her, blah, 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 until
Right.
she's able to move back down here. And just between her and I'm like, why don't we get married? Just go to the justices of the peace, and then whenever you are able to move out here, then we'll do a big ceremony. And it's just for you and I.
Bro, why don't you bring her out here in August for the barbecue?
She was going to, but then my daughter said she was going to be here, and my daughter doesn't want to meet my significant other right now.
Oh.
And Shauna completely understood because, well,
Hey, that's dad. Come on.
well, but Shauna was also like, if her son said that
She
about
would
nodding
respect
to
her son.
exactly,
I get it. Okay.
and she totally understood that.
Sounds like a cool chick.
But Shauna, she's like, you're trying to buy a house, and I'm like, yeah, of course I'm trying to buy a house, and she's like, well, you know, if we get married, my credit becomes your credit. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I've got shit for credit. I'm like, oh. She's like, well, why don't we wait? And I'm like, okay.
All right.
But still, you know, I have realized, and I've never, like, this has never honestly ever really happened. I've turned down women because I feel as Shauna and I, you know, it's like she's the one, and I don't want anybody else. I can take care of myself ish.
You porn.
Well,
Pornhub,
well,
X videos.
well. Okay, here's the thing: videos don't really do it for me because
It's the sound.
no,
Absolutely.
Donkey show.
Yep.
it's
Donkey show.
motherfucker. You would not be saying that had you seen that shit in Tijuana.
Oh. Ouch.
Everybody missed something.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Not to me.
But I mean, it just goes. It's telling me, hey, your fuckboy days are over. You know. You know, and it's just like, well, okay, my fuck boy days are over. God damn, I can't even fucking say it.
Well, get the dick out of your mouth.
I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you.
The best commercial in the 80s ever.
It's like Billy Gardell said when he went over to his father's cookout one time, and he's flipping the burgers and smoking a cigarette, and his wife starts chewing his ass about smoking in front of the grandkids and everything. He said, and that's why people don't like you. He said, I walked up to my father, and I'm like, Dad, how could you say that to her? That was his stepmom, you know. He goes, well, son, you got to be all done fucking.
Yep.
All right, James.
Yes.
Okay, so you knew Ann was the one, and you asked her to marry you. In your mind, even before you asked her to marry you, did you know that you like your hoeing days were over?
Oh yeah.
What was that feeling?
I've always been this way to probably my own fault. If I'm in a relationship, then yeah, I'm gonna look,
Right.
but I ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
Okay.
That's just the way I've always been. So I mean, it wasn't like it was a, oh gee, you know. I was just as, like I said, but you know, maybe the previous two or some other relationships, I was a loyalty to a fault.
Right.
I should have been fucking.
Yeah.
But, you know, once I say, hey, this, you know,
Yeah.
good man,
Right.
then that's just kind of what happened. So,
Right. And you know, and I can agree with that because a nice set of titties is a nice set of titties.
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
a
I mean-
great fucking ass is a great fucking ass.
and the thing about it is, yeah, I can't be a whore, but she don't care if we all decide to go to the strip bar,
Yeah.
She won't care.
I ain't gonna catch shit from her.
No.
You know.
Right. I get
No, and that's the thing, and I don't
In
want
fact,
to.
she's been to a couple strip bars with me.
Right.
And that kind of goes with the point of, you know, she's the one is like, oh, please get out of the house, go with your friends, because
Right.
I can't stand looking at you no more. I mean,
Right.
get out, do something
But-
with the boys,
There were-
because
there-
damn
there-
it.
I'll tell this
You know?
story. I'll tell this story. Chris and I, back when we had the band, we were going up to Devil's Elbow and the Rock and R to try to book some gigs up at Waynesville, up by Fort Leonard Wood.
Okay.
Well, there was a strip bar up there called the Mud Puppy. Now you thinking this is a hole in the wall, right? But when you walk in, it's fucking nice. All hardwood stages and everything. And it's fucking nice. And we get there, it's like early after, or Yeah, early
The
afternoon.
day shift,
They just opened.
day shift older
Yeah.
ladies. Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
No. We sat down on Pervert Row, and this cute little blonde comes walking out. Then Chris puts $1 on the stage, and she walks up to him. She goes, "Scoot back." He's like, "What?"
Oh.
So he scoots back. Well, she snake slides down off the stage, face right in his crotch and everything. I can't find a fucking dollar bill fast enough at this point. You know?
Absolutely, dude. Whatever it is, you're throwing it at her.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting a private dance from this one girl,
Of course.
and she was. I have a type. She was kind of tall, slender,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
long brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a few weeks later, we go back up there, and Ann's with us. And Chris, the whole time, he's like, Ann's like, "You guys want to go? Let's go. I don't care, you know." So it's about 6, 7 o'clock at night at this time. We walk in, place is packed.
Yeah.
Well, this girl, she's sitting at a table with a group of GIs, because it's mostly GIs in there.
Right.
We walk in, she's like, "Hey, how are you?" To me. And I'm like,
oh, shit.
"Oh, fuck." And Ann goes, "Oh, she remembers you." And I'm like, "Yeah," because I'm like probably the first long hair that's been in here in 6 months, you know.
Yeah.
Seen me last time. She remembers me. Okay. Well, she's dancing over on the side stage. Ann goes, "Go tip her." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Shit. Hey, that's the best possible answer to start with,
And
right?
she goes, no, go tip her. And I'm like,
Okay.
Jesus Christ, fuck. So I go over there. Of course, I always folded my dollars long ways and lay them down.
Yep.
And she comes up, she goes, "Hey, you remember me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you, you know." Well, she takes my dollar and she folds it over and puts it in my mouth. So it's about this long now.
Oh, shit.
One leg over this shoulder,
Yep.
one leg over this shoulder. She slides up, she pulls her thong to the side and starts rubbing them lips on the end of that dollar.
Arr.
I'm waiting for the stone cold chair shot.
Oh, yeah. It's coming. Yep. Or a bottle.
Yeah,
Back of the head. Something.
And never happens. And
Okay.
dance is over. I get up and I go back to sit down. She goes, "You have a good time?" Yeah. You know,
That's when
what
you
are
should
What are
have.
you going to say?
Yeah, that's
You
when
know?
you should have just said, "You know what, marry me now. Let's go."
Oh,
Come
no,
on.
we were married.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were married.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. She's a keeper.
All right.
I got a question for Howie.
I forgot the fucking question I was asking.
What's the question?
Oh, hey, you knew it was your horror days are over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Howard, your Uncle James would like to ask you a question.
Oh, boy.
Yes, we've talked about your first time meeting Nikki and everything.
Yes.
And you said you've kind of kept in touch, you know, as you each kind of went your separate ways and everything.
Facebook, you know.
When was it that you realized, oh, what were we wasted all these years for, and this is the time that we need to be together?
Well, I'll tell you, because, I tell this to everybody, I was young and stupid,
Right.
and if we would have stayed together, I'd have screwed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Hands down, because you live in Vegas, you're 20 to 40 years old, 20 to 30 years
Right.
old, 10-year span there. You can do whatever the hell you want,
Yep.
whenever you want, with whomever you want.
Right.
Just dating people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It creates a lot. You create a body count that's pretty stacked.
Right.
So being tied down with her at that time, in between marriages, by the way, you know, just, you know, hooking up with her, I was not done being a whore,
Mm-hmm.
basically. But then as you get older, you get a little bit smarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I honestly believe that men don't get really intelligent until they hit, 30-ish? I mean, maybe 40-ish? I don't know, man. It's-
Oh my God.
Come on. Let's be honest, man.
This fucking guy.
Hey, come on.
I mean, the frontal
I'm telling
cortex
you.
don't develop till at least 25.
Shit. I mean,
You know?
seriously, dude.
Yeah.
In Vegas, dude. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a hot body walks by, you're just, hey, how you doing? I mean, it's just, you know, it doesn't matter. But, you know, just knowing that, you know, I was like, man, you know what? My kids are grown. I got granddaughters. I'm like, man, I can't keep doing this shit. I mean, seriously, I got 4 granddaughters. 4. So
But when was it the time that you and Nikki said,
That's it.
yeah.
No more hoeing. Probably that first Starbucks meeting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That you screwed up.
Yes, because I'm
Okay.
like, you know what? But she's got 2 beautiful kids. I mean, you guys have met them. I mean,
yeah.
just amazing kids.
Right.
You know, and I got my son, and she's like, hey, you know what? We've got each other now, so let's just be together now.
Okay.
And I always told her, I was, you know what? When I asked her to marry me, I actually asked her sister for permission first because her dad has passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I asked the sister for permission.
Chris.
I've met her sister.
Yeah, Chris is a firecracker, bro.
Yeah.
She's the one who steamrolled a guy, threw him over the edge of a balcony because he stiffed Nikki on a date. So yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, good thing you asked for permission from her.
no shit. You think?
All right.
Yeah.
Wayne,
Yes.
when did you know that your hoeing days are over and Abby is the one?
Well, I never really had a hoeing era of my life ever.
Bullshit.
A little smoky in here.
Right. No, I mean, you got to think, man. I was, I was married and getting out of a marriage, and quite
Right.
frankly, like I said, I wanted to be alone. So, like, the whole going back to old ways and falling into old habits really didn't. That was
it's
furthest
hard.
from my mind.
It's hard.
Okay. But to sit here and say to me that you didn't really have hoeing days, come on, bro. You were in the Army.
I know. Yeah.
You were a PT and fucking stud. You lived in the gym. You ate right. You had a truck that could pull a stuck Humvee out of the mud.
Jesus.
Indeed.
He
You're
ain't,
right.
he ain't left,
Yep.
too.
That's
He did want one side to get jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. What year was your Suburban?
The old '90s Suburban, dude.
Yeah.
oh my God, that thing's huge.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, my old lead sled. So, you want to know the story of that truck, dude? So, like, I had a Jeep Cherokee was my first vehicle in high school. I was like, fuck, man, now I'm in a band. I need room for equipment. So I got rid of that 4.0 liter Jeep Cherokee
Oh,
for this. Dude, I drove that fucking thing like it was a hot rod as a high schooler, bro.
oh my
You
God.
you cut up
I would
there.
fishtail around corners and shit.
You completely cut up there.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, no, I love that old truck. And it was a good truck. It was, super powerful, but the 350 4 turbo trans were just a great combination.
Right.
Man, I thought I was high. I thought I was high stepping with the 1988 Ford Bronco, all white. Yeah.
Okay, OJ.
Yes, I did.
All right,
baby.
OJ.
I had the OJ Bronco, motherfucker. What up?
So funny story
My
about
best friend had the Bronco too, and it had the worst exhaust leak ever,
Yeah.
which was
Dude.
perfect for us because they knew we were smoking pot in there. Like his dad never caught us smoking pot in the truck.
That's
Oh, Dad.
classic. That's
So
badass.
funny story about the OJ Bronco. I'm in Perth, Australia. We get into our hotel room. We're getting ready to fucking go out and start drinking on a 5-day, 4-night bender. And flip to the TV. I'm like, hey, KTLA. I know what that station is. That's
Yep.
in fucking LA. All right.
And it's
What the fuck is up with this Bronco? Why the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? Oh, that's got the juice in it?
Yep.
What the fuck?
That was badass.
Are you ready to go drink? Yeah, let's go. All right. Fuck you, OJ. And we went drinking, and it wasn't. Oh my God! When they read the verdict, we were on standby when I was in the Marine Corps because they were expecting riots like the Rodney King.
No shit.
Yeah. D. White.
Mhm.
So, when did you know with Kim that your hoeing days were over?
I can't confirm or deny the Hollandaise thing. But as far as being a legitimate monogamous couple, I would say the night in my driveway that we told each other we loved each other.
Oh,
That's
okay.
And
Okay.
and I think she'll listen to it, and I think she'll get pissed if I don't tell this part of it. But I was a little reserved because past experience sometimes casts a little shadow on decisions that we make going forward and whatnot. And I was feeling it, and she said it first, and I was like, wow. And it just I said it without a thought. It just came out of my face because it was in my soul.
You said ditto?
But we
or I know.
I know.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah. Right back at you, bro.
Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, there we go.
Nice.
That final answer.
Final answer. Oh my God. So all right. So let's start with we already know James is coming up on 28 years,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Let me do my math right here.
Very nice.
97.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, no shit. One of my kids is 28, dude.
28 years. Howie, how long have you and Nikki been married?
6 years.
Dwight, how long have you and Kim been married?
A little over 5. Been together for almost 10.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. What, you decided just to piss and not get off the pot? I mean, is that what was going on there?
You just gotta test drive it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that engine holds up.
Okay. And
And I really, honestly, I think she'd give the same answer. So fuck all you.
Okay.
That's perfect. That's beautiful.
Kim was like, I want to see how this motherfucker ages out here.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
Right? Yeah.
If you ask Nikki,
You're already
why
older
she
than me,
married you,
goddammit. Like,
Sex and money.
yes, that is correct. She said that to Ann and Anita too.
Yep.
To her face.
Wayne, how long have you and Abby officially been together?
2 years.
2 years. And Shauna and I have been together officially. Well, we're in August. We're going to go with
17 hours.
no.
17 weeks.
We're
28 days later. But I'm just asking.
he's angry.
Sean and I have been talking for 4 years. That was the first time that we actually spent any time together. But to be monogamous to her, I'm going to go with 8 months, to be completely honest. And 7 months. What are we? Yeah,
It's
7
August.
months. Yeah.
I'd say since January.
Yeah. And it was just the more we talked, and they're just one of the things that drew me to Shauna is the difference between Shauna and my last long-term relationship. Now my last long-term, Wayne has met her, Amber. We were together for over 8 years. Longest relationship I've ever had.
Goodness.
She knew my mom.
Wow.
And
Was it when that was still when you were in the military, right?
right.
Okay.
The whole time I was in the Army. And she knew my mom, so there's that.
Yeah.
And then with Shauna, she had been on all 3 deployments with me, and say 2 of the deployments with Wayne, only because Wayne joined the Army later. And so with Shauna, our experiences are different being deployed, but at the same time, she could understand what's going on in my brain housing group. and I can understand what's going on with her. And it's
a familiarity.
Well,
you guys are in similar. You have stuff that relates to each other.
right, and it's helping
It's a
each other.
trauma bond.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to necessarily say it's a trauma bond. But
Hey, it's
but-
okay. I mean,
but
it
you
doesn't
guys-
mean it's an unhealthy relationship,
Right.
but you know.
But you guys
I'm just
get each
kidding.
other.
I'm kidding.
Right.
You guys get each other.
Yeah.
right, and
Yep.
it's
It's relatable.
Yes.
exactly, and I have proven to her, and actually to myself, that I care, and I'm there for her. And like, she has called me and rant and raved about stuff that's happened throughout the day, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for unloading on you and everything." I'm like, "Whoa, stop! That's what couples do."
Sometimes you just gotta listen.
You know, it's
like
almost like looking at the August calendar, and you're just like, "Holy fuck! Why has that
Yeah,
guy got a?" I mean, you know, Dwight, please tell us what you think about the August calendar.
Oh, I didn't question it. It was uncomfortably erotic. You know.
Wayne, your thoughts on the August calendar?
I was gonna have.
I have
something
not
to
even
eat, but no.
as of yet. I'm still 2 months
Yeah, but-
behind.
You haven't seen? Oh my! You are missing out, sir.
Nope. You ain't missing shit. Trust me. Don't look. Don't
No.
look. Don't do it, man.
No,
Avert
actually,
your
Once you
eyes.
look, you
It
won't
is
be able to look
hor-
away.
It's like a train wreck and bodies
No.
hanging out, just like
no, that's the
blood
thing.
everywhere.
Is
It's-
in one of the photos on August,
No,
I'm tipping my hat to Wayne.
I don't care. It's,
Yeah, you do.
No, it's the other pose that's fucked me up,
Oh, bro,
dude. No,
bro, if
No,
you
come
think
on.
that's the worst pose,
No, it's not. It's hanging on the freaking shower curtain in the bathroom.
that, dude, the first shower curtain is from 2 calendars ago.
Don't care.
The second shower curtain is from last year's calendar.
Excellent. That's good for you, and I'm glad you're comfortable in your own skin to do that.
Hey,
But when I'm trying to take a piss, I don't need you staring at my dick. Okay, Peter? Gazer?
no. The
yeah,
better
it's
question
hanging
is,
there.
no. Better question is,
hey,
why are you sitting
I
while
was gonna say,
peeing?
No.
Because that's the only way you can be
Wow.
staring at your dick.
It doesn't matter. The eyes are in the back of my head. It doesn't matter. You're still looking.
You know what though, man?
Come on.
You can just get over
Actually-
it. I gotta wait for you to get over it, man.
How?
Actually,
Just know he's
Dwight
gay.
is the one that's staring at your ass while you're
Dude,
while you're
you know what?
peeing.
That's why. This is why I go piss
That's-
out on the front porch of James's, or out in the
Whoa.
grass.
Whoa!
Out in
yeah,
the grass.
You don't, you
Just
don't
run out in
pee
the
on-
grass.
Don't,
Take a
piss,
leak.
don't piss on the porch.
No,
Oh my
Hey, dude,
God.
No.
by the way,
yeah.
by the way, great ass.
You ought to see the shower
Classic.
curtain
Thanks.
that's in Dwight and Kim's master bathroom.
Nah, shit.
You'll
killing me,
question your
Smalls.
sexuality.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You'll question your sexuality.
Jeez. What am I gonna do with you?
Well-
You're going to continue to come down and do podcasts
Of course.
because you love this.
Of course.
I think we need another shot on that.
You know what?
So
I
I'm
think you're
looking
right.
at the picture now, dude, and the old West. I see. Solid.
Yeah. It's a little jelly rollish before his jelly roll. I don't know.
What are you referring to as solid? That's
Hey.
none of my business. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
With my
Pretty cool
experience,
question, Jack.
my experience and your experience might not be the same. Who knows?
You know
It's all
what?
good.
In my hoeing days in Vegas, oh God, yeah, could have been bad. Who knows? What the fuck are you pouring? Man, let's
Cinnamon whiskey.
bring it on. I got big shoulders. Come on.
Do you now?
Yeah, I thought so. Hey, I'm down here.
Is this our new favorite one since we can't get Devil's Devil?
Why can't you get it?
That's why I haven't opened the Devil's Devil.
Right.
But you know what? Here we go.
Yes.
Let's do a shot
Shot.
to our significant others,
Absolutely.
the women that
Hold on.
have stolen our hearts and will not give them back.
Yes.
And
Hold on, I need to set up here. Give me a second. Let's continue.
and there's not even a till death do us part bullshit, because they will dig your ass up and make you hang around.
Yes. Just to prove a point.
Then there's that one toast that you could do, and I'll change it a little bit there at the end. But to the ones you love, to the ones
Hang on, wait.
Oh, okay.
We got to wait for Dwight.
Okay.
Is he ready yet?
Working on it.
I heard.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got it. Good to go.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Okay.
Wayne, you can fire up. to the ones you love.
I know not of what you speak of.
Classic.
To the ones you love, to the ones you fuck, and to the ones you love to fuck. Hopefully that's all the same person.
Yes. Yes. Salud.
Salud.
Hello. Can I say something about the death do you part thing?
Yes.
So, Kim and I, we had talked about it a lot, and it was never really a necessity to get married. We had our practice marriages.
Mhm.
And, I was like, oh, let's just do it because we can, and conversations about it was like, hey, this is it. We're not fucking around here. Neither one of us has time for this shit. And this is two sides of the conversation. That's not my side. Two sides of the conversation. This is it or not, and so on and so forth, right? So it was like, all right, well, then we agree there's one way out of this motherfucker, right? One way.
Right.
So I says, I'm in a nursing station one day at the hospital way back when this conversation occurred, and I said, yeah, they were like, oh, you guys are forever, that's cute. I'm like, yeah, we're positive, and they're like, oh, you really sure? And I'm like, yeah. I said, we already talked about it, there's only one way out. Man, you could have heard a fucking pin drop in China, dude. Everybody fucking froze and stared at me, dude, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, I don't mean it like that. It was a mutual conversation where we agreed upon the terms. Like, I didn't just threaten to bury a motherfucker in the backyard.
No,
That's what it sounded like. I'm like, I'm like, there's only one way out of this bitch.
He's got to be having concrete shoes in the East River.
I came to this realization, Dwight.
I don't know nothing about that.
There's a show that you may or may not be privy of called Tulsa King.
It's a pretty good show.
That's a good show.
Oh,
yeah.
Very, very, very good. I can't wait for season 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on.
He's getting sent to fucking Tulsa for keeping
No.
his mouth shut.
Hang on.
No, let all the Irish guys get the Italian out of their fucking system.
They're Scottish.
Fucking Christ, are we done?
Scottish,
Whatever
not
the fuck.
Irish.
We're Scotch-Irish.
Yeah,
anyways.
drinking motherfuckers.
Yes.
All the drinking motherfuckers.
Yes.
There you go.
Hey, God love you.
Yes.
I'm not being judgmental there with that comment.
Hey.
I've
Salud.
never
Salud.
watched
Salute.
I've never watched an episode yet, but I've seen a lot of reels.
Oh, watch it. It's
And
good.
when I
good.
found out his name was Dwight, that's when I was like, holy shit. Because Dwight's parents named him Dwight to be fucking different.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've got a very, very Italian last name, Dwight just throws it off.
Okay.
Believe me, the most popular question in my life is, how'd that happen?
So when I met Dwight, we were in communication school in 29 Palms, and this was 1993. I found out his first name was Dwight, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Is that short for something?
Yeah, right. So, like, immediately I started calling him Don.
Don.
Don Traficante.
There you go.
I know.
Hey, you know what?
Don Julio.
No, I did not. Shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is kind of like night and day type
Right.
shit. Yeah. Seriously.
Matter of fact, when my daughter and her boyfriend and I were heading down there last summer to go see her Uncle Don And Aunt Kim, yeah, she was just like, okay, whatever. And then she meets him, and it's like
nah,
what?
That don't add up, right?
No, what didn't add up, and this is not being racist in any way, shape, or form, but what didn't add up was the different races that Dwight and his wife are. Dwight is Italian, 100%.
Nice.
I've seen, what was it, your great-grandmother's Ellis Island certificate?
Great-grandfather's.
Ellis Island
it's
certificate.
Wow.
It's above the doorway there.
That's awesome.
And his wife,
that was pretty cool to find.
her origins is Vietnam.
Vietnamese, huh?
Yes.
Her parents came over. Her big thing is made in Vietnam, assembled in the USA. And that's right from her mouth.
Nice.
I
And
love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
and for those two, because you're stereotypical Italian,
Yes.
loud,
That's
fucking
not-
talking mad shit,
Of course.
Kim will turn
What the
around.
fuck does that mean? How the fuck do you mean that? The fuck do you mean?
Really?
Step the fuck outside of... No, I'm just,
Really?
stereotype. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
already.
Which pigeon from the
What did you
Animaniacs
expect?
are you right now?
Oh God, that's funny shit. That's funny.
But
I'm surprised Joe hadn't checked in yet. I'm surprised Joe hasn't checked in on this conversation yet.
But the fact that Kim will sit there and dead face give it right back, but in the form of like, I'm just in it for the green card, or can I have extra pickles, Daddy? Or
Oh my God.
do you
That's,
promise?
that's funny shit, man.
What-
That's classic.
It'll never be the pickles. But the green card thing started at work where we kept our relationship under wraps because you know how workplaces are for
Yes.
like a year.
Yes.
And then people figured it out, and they're like, like you said, I'm a little, ambitious there in public and such, and she's a sweetheart, and they're like, how the fuck did this happen? And I'm like, she needed a kidney. Right? Trying to be a little conservative with the fucking joke, right? Swear to Christ, right? She turns around, she doesn't miss a beat,
shit.
and she goes, don't lie to him. I need the green card. And I look at her, and I'm like, oh, those fucking jokes are okay. Good, it's on.
It's on. Yes. Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's classic. I
Yeah.
love it.
And
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's
and
the best.
and the best part is, Kim, like the first time she met me, she was not shy one bit to fucking just give it to him. Like Dwight and I hadn't seen each other since 1993 when we saw each other. What was it? 21.
Yeah, did we tell that story? How we found how we got back together there, man?
Okay,
Well, it's
so-
like it's
Anyway,
like
continue
brothers.
with what you were saying.
It's
first
like
of all.
brothers, man.
Right.
You drop a conversation in '93 and you pick it right back up at 21.
Oh,
And it's just like
well,
you
so-
never
Yeah.
missed a beat.
Dwight had been looking for me
Nice.
for 20 years.
No shit.
Couldn't find me. His wife.
Well, you are a little short. Just saying, man.
Wow.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You can,
Yes.
hey, Matt, don't worry. I got a guy. I already got a guy coming out from New York to deal
Ah,
with that.
shit. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. It's in the talk.
Yeah.
But
it's
it
gonna
took-
talk. Yeah.
It took Kim
Hey.
30 minutes, and she found me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Yeah, she
she's
goes,
like,
I-
is this him? And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, shave the beard, drop a couple of pounds.
40.
What's
40. That was James that said that. I
what?
just reiterated.
What's with all the army shit? But yeah, like in 30 minutes, she found me.
So she's good for him.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
she's the best
That's-
thing that's
Dude, if
ever
I- if
happened
I-
to him.
That's the women
Oh,
in our
absolutely.
lives. The best thing
No,
that
she
happened.
definitely.
You know.
She definitely is. Next,
That's
right
awesome.
next to Roman. Right. I mean, she's
That's
fantastic. And yeah,
That's
if
awesome,
I
dude.
can't figure, we've been together so long. If I can't figure it out in 3 minutes, man. Yeah, it's like, here, man, figure this shit out. But yeah, I should have looked 20 years on and off looking for this guy. Social media, this, that, trying to track him
Damn.
down, knowing where he lives, knowing where he was, knowing people we fucking knew together. And it was always, I got so many brothers out there and so
Right.
many guys that I would love to reconnect with. And I told her, I said, man, this is the one fuck. If I had to pick one motherfucker, this is the guy.
Yeah.
And is this him? I'm like, you fuck. Yeah, probably. Give me the phone.
That's badass, man. But that's what makes her the one. Think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Now-
stuff like
no,
that.
and I messaged him, and the next morning I get a message back, man. He's like, because I was real detailed. You got this tattoo. This is what your nickname was.
Yep.
This is what my nickname was.
It's like you guys
what the
never
fuck? And I'm
stopped the
like-
conversation. Just pick right up where you left
Well,
off.
okay. Now it doesn't. Now,
That's cool as hell.
so first time I met Wayne, we were in the Army, and I know I've told this before, but we were in the Army, and at this point I'm in a different company than Wayne's in. We had the same job, but somebody's like, "Hey, Sergeant Hembry, this motherfucker's got Semper Fidelis tattooed on his shoulders," and they all knew that I was a former jarhead. So I walk up there and I start talking to Wayne, and he's like, "No, I was never a Marine," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I start going in at it, but then he says, "No, it's for a buddy of mine that passed away," and I was like, "Okay, I get it."
Fair enough.
And
Made you feel like this tall?
no,
No,
not at all. But it made me
should have.
no, because it's very protective. It'd be like for you if somebody took like the shrine motto, or whatever, if there was one.
Right.
I don't know if there is because I'm not a Shriner. But if they took the shrine motto and had it tattooed on them and they weren't a Shriner,
Okay.
okay.
Kind of like the fake veterans that wear the
Yeah.
that wear the
But
But if
shirts
they
and
told
stuff.
me it was for their dad or something,
right.
I'd be like, oh,
A little
shit.
bit more
Sorry, man.
understandable.
Well, right. After that, I was like, okay, but I never treated Wayne like he was a second-class citizen. I never once treated him without respect. And this goes for any of my soldiers that I ever had. I never asked my soldiers to do something that I wasn't willing to do. And I've had some, I had one that made me start smoking again because I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in fucking Leavenworth, Kansas, because I was literally going to
told me that
kill
story.
this motherfucker.
Well, crates fall off of trees
yeah.
all the times.
It's respect across the board. Everybody breaks everybody's balls. Army, Air Force, Navy, this, that, the other thing, Marines.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all on the same fucking team, man. And we're all, God
But
bless everyone,
You know,
and especially you combat guys. I'm not in that league with you guys, But yeah, across the board, it's just.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I was in the Salvation Army.
Hey! I've rang the bell
Fuck
for the
outta here.
Salvation Army on numerous occasions.
This was a horrible
You look like
bullying
Santa.
incident.
I had a guy years ago
You do look
when
like
I was
Santa.
when I was working at the bar.
oh my god.
He was
Off the rails.
he was a year or two younger than me,
off
but
the
I'd
rails.
known him, all through high school and stuff. And he'd been in the Army and everything. And the bar at that time, we had a restaurant, and there was these two Marine Corps recruiters out there. And this was during Desert Storm, okay?
Okay.
And they're in their uniforms, and they're come in to get a meal. And this
Okay.
guy's like, "What are these fucking jarheads doing in our fucking bar and everything?" I was like, "You're in the Army, right?" "Yeah, I was in the fucking Army, man. We done this, blah, 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 blah." I was like, they do fight for the same flag that you did.
Yep.
I
Same.
said, they don't have an Iranian flag on their fucking shirt.
This is true.
He's like, "Oh, you motherfucker." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Right? Leave the men alone, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Oh,
if
he
I may, real quick
wasn't
there.
bothering them because these were middle-aged fucking Marines that would have fucking just killed him.
Yes, probably. Yes. Just
Yes,
So
Wayne.
if I may there, James, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, back during Desert Storm, that was like, what, 90, 91? I
Yes.
hadn't even started kindergarten yet.
What?
Yeah. No,
Whoa,
actually,
whoa. Hold on. Wait, back up.
This was
Kindergarten?
This was after Desert Storm because this would have been probably 93, 94, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, Wayne was still in elementary school.
Are you shitting me?
You know.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God. I graduated high school in 1989. Okay?
Holy
I
shit!
was born in '86, dude.
I think I'm going to throw up.
Fuck.
Hey, that was a great year, man. That was a great year. Master Puppets, Wayne.
Yeah.
Thank you.
41 in
Thank
life.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So Wayne,
Right on.
hang on a second here. Wayne, where was you born at?
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sioux Falls. I was trying to remember. I spent a summer
Shit.
there.
Oh,
at
stop.
85.
Don't. I've heard that joke before. Don't.
I graduated in
Don't.
85, so
Shit.
so Wayne could be my boy.
I could be, but there's no resemblance. Way prettier than you are,
No.
He's
And,
got more hair than
Wow.
you.
You got my hair.
well, and he's taller.
But as we've stated, he's a lot younger.
Right.
dude. Yeah, we were talking like short jokes and stuff, dude. Y'all are gonna feel short when I'm standing around you guys. I'm 6'5".
Shit.
That's
With
okay.
one leg.
That's
Shit.
okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
My middle brother.
yeah. I'm
was
like a
6'4",
one-legged
so-
Viking pirate.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Arr.
You know what's funny
Sorry.
is that the whole family is tall,
Right.
and I'm not. But my son, that boy's big. He's a tall dude. I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm like, what the hell, man?
You took after your mama's side.
Yep, absolutely.
You're not.
Except for your hair.
What are you? 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got in a fight with my son about this. We wrestled over it, and we broke his couch because the DMV in Nevada thinks I'm 6'2", and I've been steadily
What
shrinking.
convenience store were you coming out of?
It doesn't matter. All of them. But yeah, the last time I took my picture at the DMV, the girl goes, "Bro, are you shrinking? Because your ass is not that tall." I'm like, "Damn, just take the picture, woman." Shit. She's like, "No, I'll go back in the years. You was like 6'2", 6'1", then you was 6 foot, then you was 6'2" again. You're shrinking because you ain't 6'2". I'm like, bitch.
It ain't like they measure you at the DMV.
At
They
the
just go-
CDL office, they do.
Oh, the CDL office, yeah.
Because they got the whole thing there. And I'm just like,
Right,
man, y'all got to stop.
Well, I had heels on one day.
No.
Lifts.
No.
Just lifts.
Exactly. Howie doesn't
No.
wear heels on one day. He wears them every day that ends in Y.
Oh, you're funny. It's you all hear that, right? That's not Matt masturbating. That is him mixing a drink. Just so y'all know.
Oh no, I thought it was Benoit balls.
There you go.
Oh, we called it back in the 80s, clankers. Remember clackers?
Yes, I do.
Keyboards?
No. You remember Shake Weight?
Oh, God.
Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah. That's been pretty recent.
No, who was it? South Park did a thing on that.
Oh,
Shake
did
Weight that would give you
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. I remember that shit. Yeah, that was fucking crazy,
Oh my
dude.
God. Oh, Jesus. It couldn't be.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Dude, Matt is like all thumbs with mixing drinks here. What the hell, dude?
You actually got them poured to without spilling anything.
No.
Boom shakalaka, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, were you saying something? You still spilled everywhere, dude. Shit's everywhere.
Do you clean this fucking thing up?
No, I don't. Thank
Matt
God.
used to be a porn. It's okay. Matt used to be a porn star.
He's a fluffer.
Porn star. Star.
Star?
Star.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
His own mind?
As you can tell by August photo, it was
Yeah.
gay porn.
Yeah, his name was Johnny Salami.
Gentlemen, I
I christened it.
This
I
may be
christened
the
it when
last
it
Jared
was
Him Solve the
dying.
World podcast.
Yeah.
look.
For future reference.
I want to take this moment.
We're going to get demonetized from YouTube now.
Well, we've got to get monetized first.
Oh.
But I want to take this moment to thank our Italian brother from Florida, Dwight, our brother from South Sodak,
It looks like a
Wayne.
fucking Viking.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You should see some of the pictures that I've seen over the years
he's
before he decided,
6'5".
hey, I need to be a responsible-looking business owner. When he had the Fu Manchu and
Nice.
everything like that.
Nice.
Oh
And
yeah, it was
smoke,
nuts.
but Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wanna thank Wayne. I'd like to thank Howie.
Yes.
But you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions
Really quick.
presents. Yes,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Before you end it, can I say one more thing? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You bet.
Right ahead.
I didn't know the finale was much like your co-stars in the porn industry. I didn't know the finale was coming. Yeah, right in the face. I do want to say publicly though, man, based on tonight's subject matter and everything, that quite often, there's a conversational exchange between my wife and I want to say this publicly because I love her so much, that she'll say, who's your bitch, and I'll say, I am Mr. Skip. Wait, no, that's not the one I wanted to say. That's not the one I wanted to say. In all seriousness, though, I tell her, listen, I couldn't do this without you, and I wouldn't want to do this without you. And she said, you've always done it to this point, and this includes raising Roman and all aspects of my life. But she said, you've done it to this. You did it before you met me. And
Now,
I said,
hang on.
you're right. I could do it. I could still do it, but I don't fucking want to. It would be fucking miserable.
Now, did you say raise Roman or rape Roman?
Oh, jeez.
Raise, dude. I'm not. I didn't. We're not even talking about the cloning.
You mother.
I mean,
This has not.
my
This has nothing
family.
to do with the clone. This has nothing to do with the cloning fantasy.
My family didn't change the religion that every other
Jesus.
Italian had.
Here we go.
What
You know
is
what?
this? Whoa! What are we saying?
You know what? All of my weapons, I lost them in a boating accident in a lake far away from here. I don't know anything about the Clintons. Have a nice day.
You weren't on Epstein's Island?
I hate it when that happens, man. I hate it.
Exactly,
Yes,
dude. You take a
yes.
deep sea fishing trip and everything's gone.
Right.
Out.
I know, dude. Oh, it's
The
terrible.
bottom of the ocean.
The worst.
Horrible. Worst
But-
thing ever.
You know what? I want to publicly say this. Dwight, Wayne, Little Howard, and James, I love you guys, and I completely appreciate giving me the chance to have a voice that reaches 100.
Not,
Oh,
101.
hundreds
101.
of.
But what about the 1,000 or so that are listening?
Ooh.
You know,
Because
it's out there.
Because for every subscriber, there's 4 or 5 listeners.
oh, I know, because on Spotify we've got like 57 followers, but yet
Really?
243 streams on a
Nice.
fucking episode, and it's like, you sons of bitches.
Follow, fuckers.
I would also like to say that I know I have Joes out there who can never get my voice out of their head because I've yelled at them entirely too much for the civilian world.
Wow.
But, gentlemen,
Yes.
thank you. And you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents.
J&M, solve the world. I have been James.
And I've been Matt. And on behalf of Dwight, our favorite Italian from Florida, and Wayne, my brother from another mother, who lives in Rapid City, and Little Howard, who is here as a permanent resident on Stewart Compound.
Yes.
You keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.
See ya.